Hello beautiful, today we're talking about brows. Brows are something that are very important, I feel, to setting up your face for what your makeup look is going to be. It really contributes a lot to your overall appearance. I'm not claiming to be some brow genius. I don't have perfect brows. I don't think many people do, but I mean, you work with what you have, and if I can give you anything from this, it's just some tips on how to go about filling in your particular brow. So let's go through what kind of product you would need for your particular needs. I don't have a tinted brow gel on hand, but if you have some pretty thick brows as it is, and maybe you just have a bit of sparseness throughout, then you would use just a tinted brow gel. And a brow gel would just look like this, and has like a mascara wand on the end, and you just use this and brush through your brows. So you brush up towards the front and then brush back and follow the shape of your brow. Simple, right? A little bit of sparseness throughout. Maybe you just want a little bit of spots filled in. Some people have scars on their eyebrows. You can just use something like this, which is a pencil. And this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. It's a really like a cult favorite pencil. So it's really thin, like this. This is what the brow pencil would look like. So this is the dark brown shade. So you can see that this is really light right here in color, and this is what a little bit of pressure applied to this product will do. So this will be great for filling in the front of your brow that you don't want it to be too like dark and stark colored. So use a little bit of pressure, and then that's what you would get. And then when you use a heavier hand, you can get a really dark line like that. So you can take this product and use it two different ways. So say you just want to have a little bit of definition in the front, use a really light hand, brush it upwards, and just use hair-like strokes, just flick, flick, flick. And then say you have a spot you need to fill in, you'd use a heavier hand and just fill that in. Then there's these pencils that have like a sharpenable pencil, and they're thicker brow pencils, and this would have a tip like this, and this can give you a similar effect. You can use it heavy-handedly like the other one, and then you can use it very lightly like the other. So here you can see I went heavy-handed with it, and then here you can see I just lightly made brush strokes. So this is another option. The only problem that I have with these kinds of pencils is it's hard to find an ashy color. It's very like cool tone brown, whereas this one is very warm. And I mean, you can't really tell in this lighting, but I have like a reddish tint to my hair right now, and the orangey of this brow product right here just doesn't look very good with it. When I had lighter brown hair, it could pass, but I don't like it right now, so I haven't used it in a while. Moving on to brow powder. Brow powder would be something you can also use as an alternative to a brow pencil that fills in your eyebrows. Eyebrow powder on a brush, on an angled brush, is not going to be as harsh on your eyebrows as a pencil could be. So let me just show you. So here is a brow powder on an angled brush applied, and you can see how these are pretty thick, stark lines, pretty harsh lines, whereas this one right here is very not. So it's very blended out, and like eyeshadow, you can really blend this out, and it'll be a lot easier to work with. The brow powder, I think it's a lot easier to get a more natural effect. Now moving on to brow pomade. So this is the Anastasia Dipbrow pomade, and I'm gonna take this on angled brush, and it is very, 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 very creamy. So here's the product, and as you can see brush strokes in there. It'll pick up, your brush will pick up a lot of product. So I like to take it and then wipe it on the edges and kind of wipe off the excess. Then at the same time, it flattens out your brush and makes it easier for you to apply. So there you have the brow product. It's very easy to make hair-like motions with this product. like I said, because it's so pigmented, once you place, you know, where you have the most product on the brush, once you place that where you want it and you hardly have anything left, you can still use the rest of that to pretty much fill in the rest of your brow. It can go from 0 to 100 really quick with the brow pomade like this one though, so you want to be careful. Now let's jump right back to brow gel. So like I said, you can either just apply a brow gel to your brows as they are and just leave them like that if that's what you are going for, and it'll just hold them into place. Or after you apply your product to your eyebrows, you still want your brows to be held into place, so you apply your brow gel afterwards, or a clear one, and this is the NYX Control Freak. So like I said, it's just a little mascara one. You run it through your brows. This will also, once you've applied product to your brows, this will really distribute that product throughout your brows to make it not look so like unnatural. It kind of like makes it look a little more hair-like. Now cleaning up your eyebrows. Once you've filled them in or shaped them how you want it, you might want to clean them up. So you can choose to use a concealer. So a lot of people like to use the like creamy concealers. This is Sonia Kashuk concealer. You can just take your brush, use a concealer brush, and take it and dip it right into that product and then apply it onto your brow. Or you can use a highlighting pencil like I have here. This is the Chella highlighting pencil, and then like this is that right there, so you can see how it would just blur the lines of the mistakes that you may make on your brows. Your face provides some general guidelines for how the shape of your brow should be. So you can start your brow. You want to take this from your nostril right here. Your brow should start about there. Then take your brush from the exact same spot, and it should go right through the middle of your iris. So when you're looking straight ahead, it should go right through the middle of your eye, and that's where your arch should be. And then the tail of your brow, same spot again. Take it from here to the end of your eye. That's where your brow should end. So take it like that, arch, and the start. There really are no rules in makeup, but I think if you want to have just the most natural look that you can, then those are generally the guidelines you should follow. So let's get into the demo. And this is just, like I said, how I fill in my brows. You don't have to fill your brows in this way, but it's just what works for me. So if you can take anything away from it, then cool. If not, sorry. So I'm gonna start off with my brow pencil, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in dark brown. And I'm just going to use the spoolie side and brush through my brow here. Just like that. Taking the pencil side, I'm just outlining how I want my brows to be shaped. So the bottom outline. And this is just going to be a guideline for how you want your brows to look. So I pull the tail down. Just follow the natural shape of my brow. And then that's it for that step. I'm taking my Sigma Small Angle E65 brush, and I'm taking a little bit of brow powder. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Brunette. And I'm just taking this really lightly, starting from the bottom of my brow and moving it towards the top in just really light strokes. And once you hardly have any product left on the brush, that's when you want to go in and brush the hairs upward, kind of motion up towards the front, and then fill in as you need to get the shape that you want. So I like to make mine a little bit thicker because I don't have very much hair. And then I fill in the tail end of my brow. Once that is done, I'll go in with a concealer brush and a little bit of concealer, whatever concealer you like. I like to clean up. Clean up down the bottom as well. And then clean up the arch. Then after I've done that, I'll go back in and just fill in again, just to get whatever shape that you desire. I'm going with a eyebrow gel. I like to use the NYX Control Freak brow gel. It's really inexpensive. And then just brush through the brow hairs. That's it. You're done. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I tend to generally skip over doing my brows in videos because it's kind of time consuming, and then you kind of see it over and over and over again, so it kind of gets a little boring, I think. And I hope you will give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some of my other videos. Make yourself at home, make yourself comfortable. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.